So good morning all. So in the last class we were discussing on instantaneous center of rotation and some numericals regarding that, right? Now today I'm going to explain you some mechanism. It is called as reciprocating engine mechanism. Most probably you might know this concept from your basic mechanical engineering paper. Anyway, I will just explain the mechanism, and here actually you need to find out the velocities of this parts of this reciprocating engine mechanism. Okay, so with the help of instantaneous energy, even you can find it in the other way, but it's easy to find out the velocities by using eye center method, right? So okay, now in a reciprocating engine it consists of mainly a crank, a connecting rod and a piston, right? Now what do you mean by a crank? A crank is nothing but which is connected with a shaft and it rotates like this. Okay, so it is having a rotational motion. Okay, a crank is nothing but which gives a rotational motion, and this crank is connected, say, from this point to a piston. See, if this is a crank which is rotating like this, and here you have a piston, and if this crank is rotating and this is connected to a piston with the help of a connecting rod. Okay, so this is the arrangement, right? So if the crank is rotating, what happens? This will move like this. This one is connecting rod. This will move like this. Crank is connected means if crank is rotating clockwise, this will go like this. See, that part will go, the connecting rod will move like this. Okay, connecting rod will move like this, and the connecting rod makes the piston to move to and fro. Okay, to understand this concept I will give you some video lectures also, some animations also. Okay, so the main thing that you need to study from this concept is that the crank, it rotates at an angular velocity of omega OA. Here you can name as you like, but here I named it like this is the center and A is a point at which velocity has to be found out. O is the radius. Okay, so the velocity at this point, if you draw a tangent, this is pure rotation, you draw a tangent, this is the velocity of point A, right? So for pure rotation, the velocity at that point is given as r into omega. R into omega OA will be the, see, r into omega OA will be the velocity of at point A. Okay, now next is connecting rod. As I told you that connecting rod will be connected like this, and this will move like this. Okay, what sort of movement is this? Actually this is having a partial rotation, and also this is moving like this, right? So this is actually a combination of rectilinear as well as rotational motion. So this is a connecting rod is having a general plane motion. So as the crank rotates clockwise, see, if crank is rotating clockwise, see, this will move like this, right? This undergoes plane motion. Okay, the crank is connected to a connecting rod which undergoes a plane motion, right? Now the next thing is piston, right? Now if this is moving like this, at that time the piston which is connected with the connecting rod will move to and fro. Okay, so this is having a pure rectilinear translation, and this is having a pure rotation and this is having a combination of these two. That means a general plane motion, right? Okay, I think you got the concept. Okay, now what happens if the crank is rotating clockwise? Say if this is moving like this is rotating like this. So if I take a point A, you draw a tangent, that will be the velocity of this, right? So if this thing is connected to a connecting rod, this pushes this connecting rod at this end, it will push like this, right? It will push down. So what happens if it is the crank pushes it down, the other end, this end moves from this position to this position, and also this will move. So the piston will be having a movement towards its right direction when the crank is at this position. And now when it reaches somewhat here, what happens? This will come back, this will go like this, and this will come back. So piston will go like this and piston will come back, piston will go and come back, and this connecting rod will push like this. Okay, this will push like this. Okay, this will be more clear if I give you that animation video, don't worry. Okay, so the thing is, if the crank is rotating clockwise, VA will be downwards, right? And VB, velocity at point B, that means the piston velocity, will be towards right. And if this is rotating anti-clockwise, if I am taking this connecting rod upwards, so from here this is moving here like this, right? So what happens if this is moving along this direction? This, see, at this point this is moving like this, right? So piston is moving towards the left position. Okay, so crank is anti-clockwise, VA will be tangentially upwards. See, if this is moving like this, velocity is along this direction, tangentially, horizontally towards left. Okay, now how will you apply this and find the velocities of piston as well as connecting rod, whatever it may be? How will you do that? And you can find this by application of I center method, instantaneous center method. You know, if suppose this object is rotating clockwise, VA will be tangentially from the point A, right? And you have VB. Since this is clockwise, this will move towards this direction, right? So VA, you know the direction, VB will be towards this direction. So you draw two perpendiculars from velocity vectors VA as well as VB, and it makes a point I, right? Okay, now the important thing is that VA, you can find out, initially we know that VA is nothing but the velocity of crank at point A. It is R into omega. Also the same point connecting rod is also connected, right? So for connecting rod, this is of a general plane motion, right? So in that case, you can apply instantaneous center method. VA is equal to IA into omega AB. That means the connecting rod, the angular velocity of connecting rod. Okay, here this is OA. If this is O, VA is also equal to OA into angular velocity of, this is omega OA is the angular velocity of crank, whereas omega AB is the angular velocity of connecting rod. So VA is a point which is having effects of both crank as well as connecting rod. So VA is nothing but R into omega OA as well as IA into omega AB, right? Clear? This is having velocity omega AB. Okay, right. So VA is equal to IA into omega AB equal to R into omega OA. So VB is from here, IB into omega of AB. Okay. So by finding out all these things, you can know, or you can find the velocities at these points. Okay, we'll do a problem regarding this in our next lecture. Just understand the concept. You go through the animation which I will send you. Okay, then you understand this concept. This is very important problem that we are going to discuss. Okay, thank you.